Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Movie News at 5. I am your host, David, and my co-host is...
Rich. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. And we are the Faces for Radio podcast, and this is the 5th day at 5 p.m. We're releasing 5 pieces of news. Actually, today we have a bonus 6th piece of news that just came across our wire. So, brother, which one do you want to start with first?
Let's start with Variety and Michelle Yeoh news.
Oh, Michelle Yeoh, let's get it going with that piece of news. As soon as I find it. There you are. There she is.
Amazing actress.
I've been a fan of hers forever. So Michelle Yeoh is to play an immigrant who takes on the Boston crime ring in an action thriller called The Mother, not to be confused with Jennifer Lopez's attempt at being a mother. Michelle Yeoh is going to actually take on an entire Boston crime family, which makes more sense.
Yeah. I'm excited for this. I fell in love with her.
This is interesting. I mean, I'd watch her sit on the toilet for 2 hours.
Whoa, David, you do like poo movies.
I went a little dark there, didn't I?
You did. This is News at 5.
I would listen to her read the phone book.
That's where you should have went.
That's where I should have went. It's sometimes it's got to be this way.
But Dave After Dark doesn't come until whoa.
It's after dark.
That is true.
On the East Coast.
True. But no, all seriousness aside,
Michelle Yeoh is one of my favorite actors. So yeah, I'll watch anything with her in it.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of details about this except a little bit of plot points we got. Her 2 teenage sons stumble into trouble with the Boston crime ring, and she's forced to kick their ass. I take it. I mean, because that's what she does.
That's interesting because there's a similar. I mean, even though she's the crime ring, but she has a similar series on Netflix right now.
Yeah,
called The Brother's Son, where there's a little bit of a parallel here.
Yeah.
Only instead of her protecting from the mob, she actually is the mob, and she's protecting the son that's not in the mob.
Yeah. No, I'll check this out. Definitely. We'll be.
I'd throw my money at it. I don't care if it's got her in it. I'm so in. I'm absolutely a fan.
Me too. So story number 4, we got
story number
Mr.
4.
Slapperoonie's back.
Mr. Slap in the Face has returned. Movie piece number 4 is Will Smith is to play an Iraq War veteran in the action thriller called Sugar Bandits. Sounds more like a sequel to Harlem Nights, but because this seems like a pimp movie. Sugar Bandits, I don't know.
I think this could be, because I was reading more about it, and I think he's not going to be the lead. He's not going to be the good guy. I think he's going to be the one that is the bad guy that's going to be investigated. This is going to be his Denzel Washington Training Day moment, I think.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I think this is going to be that King Kong moment, or that role. And I would like to see him come back, and I'm happy he's coming back. Come back in something different. He's not saving the 4th of July, the lead character. Easing back in.
He's not saving the planet. He's not fighting aliens. He's not slapping people on the stage anymore. He's not fighting zombies or vampires, because I Am Legend 2 is still supposed to come out.
Yeah, that's him and Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, so
and you got Bad Boys 4 coming too. That's what's the
Bad Boys 4 is coming pretty soon. It's going to be like Old Boys, but they're going to be in walkers. Which is good because Barry Bruckheimer does everything in slow motion, so there's going to be.
You ain't lying.
Yeah,
you ain't lying.
They're going to be everything in slow motion, and it's totally going to be fine.
Are you happy to see Will Smith coming back?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean,
Me too.
I'm not I'm not cancel culture. So
I mean,
the whole slap in the face thing, I was over that, soon after he did it.
yeah,
And I don't think it should. I feel that he should not have gotten the Oscar because of what he did, because he got the Oscar for Best Actor for King
King
Richard
Richard.
that night, and I think that should have been taken away from him.
I think.
But I think forgiven, forgotten. Let him back in. Let him bring himself
Mhm,
back up. I think cancel culture holds a grudge too long,
mhm.
and just let the man act because he's a good actor.
And Hollywood loves a good comeback story.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, look at Philip Seymour Hoffman, look at Robert Downey Jr., all these guys, and
yeah,
things have happened. Charlie Sheen, and then he snapped back, and then of course he fell over the deep
and,
end again. But
yeah, and I think Kang will get a good comeback story too. I forget his name. The guy that played King, and he was in Creed 3, Lovecraft Country. But his name escapes me right now.
Jonathan Majors.
Yes, I think he'll because he's too good of an actor.
He'll get his
He'll take
he's
his lumps.
I
He'll take his
he's gonna take
lumps.
his lumps. It's gonna be a little while.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna predict he's gonna get an Oscar at some point
I do too.
because
I agree.
he's a brilliant actor, but now it's gonna be an extra 5 years down the road
Yeah,
because he's
yeah,
gonna have to take his lickings and lose his Kang role, and shit's gonna
yeah,
happen to him. He's gonna get through it. He's
yeah,
gonna go to rehab or go to Wife Beaters Anonymous or whatever he needs to
yeah,
do, get over it, come back, start doing something small, independent stuff, and then boom, he's gonna get his Oscar nomination.
yeah. Because the movie that this got dropped by two companies now called Magazine, there was word that this was Oscar worthy performance for him. So who
Yeah.
knows if that'll get picked up now? No, because nobody wants to touch him right now.
No,
Hopefully,
nobody.
in beauty.
10-foot pole with this guy right now, but
Hmm.
I'm
I hope he comes back. I mean, 'cause everybody deserves a second chance.
yeah. All right.
So we're number three.
Number 3, we
This is no
have no, this didn't come as a shock to me, but
surprise.
I did this anyway. Dan Trachtenberg to direct in the new standalone Predator movie Badlands, as 20th Century expands on the Predator universe.
I like
Your
that.
thoughts?
I'm
I
excited for
I
this. I
want
love
I
Prey.
I wanted the Predator universe to expand
Yeah,
for the longest time.
yeah.
Um,
He did a fantastic job with Prey. It was on a smaller budget and it still worked. It still looks great. And now I know they said this could possibly get a theatrical release. I would rather see it get a theatrical release than straight to streaming.
I agree with that. I think because Prey did so well, I think depending on the sales, I think the 4K sales of Prey is might send this over the top, and this movie Badlands will hit theaters.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it deserves the big screen.
me too. I think it should be in the theaters. I'm excited. There's no release date, anything. They just announced who's
Yeah.
directing, which really doesn't
This is
come as a
this is
surprise.
just to wet your willy so you can go,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay. We got another
Hmm.
Predator movie coming." So, um, so yeah, no, I'm on board. Whenever you're ready to release this, you guys
Yeah.
just let me know and I'll give you my wallet.
Yep. Not a lot of whole
All
meat
right.
on the news story.
Yeah, not a lot of meat on that bone, but I'm ready for more as that develops. All right, let's go to movie piece of news number 2. And that is director Travis Knight is circling the new Masters of the Universe movie. So,
I'm
like a
excited.
shark with chum in the water, Travis Knight is looking at directing a Masters of the Universe movie. Um, is this going to be a reboot, or I mean, is this going to be animated or live action?
It's live action. It's going to be made for MGM, Amazon, because they own the rights now, the film rights.
Mhm.
But as good as this news is, this movie's been in developmental hell for so long. I will
Yeah,
believe it when I see the first trailer. I have doubts this movie will get made. I think
yeah,
they've had a hard time getting a good screenplay, a good story. But with him, um, Travis Knight, he did a great job with Bumblebee. He took basically a dead franchise, kicked life right back into it. So I'm 50-50 on it. I don't think this movie's going to get made, but I'm excited. Half of me is excited.
yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely gave me more to root for here.
yeah. I
Because
love
I
that.
was expecting this to just drop, just fall by the wayside,
Yeah.
like the Silver Surfer movie that they promised they were going to make after X-Men Origins Wolverine. They
Yeah.
were going to make a Silver Surfer one like this, but
Mm-hmm.
since X-Men Origins Wolverine did shit, they just scrubbed the whole project. So,
Oh, I got
um,
some for you about Silver Surfer in our next story, and I'm interested to
okay,
see what your take is.
okay, let's go on to the next story then. Item number one, Marvel moves on the release date schedule. Thunderbolts shifts up to May 2nd, 2025, where Fantastic Four moves down to July 25th, 25.
Yeah,
And
and we got the
your
cast. We got the cast last week. Great cast, I think. Um, I think Pedro Pascal, the chick from Mission Impossible, the kid from Bear, and the kid from Netflix or Stranger Things. I think it's a great cast. I know some people are like, oh, Pedro Pascal's not old. He's gonna be fine. Pedro Pascal is a great actor.
I think
I
Pedro
know.
Pascal will be fine. It's the people that are playing Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm that I'm a little fuzzy on
Oh,
because I
really?
don't know the Bear. I don't know
Okay.
Stranger Things. Oddly enough, I've never seen Stranger Things.
Yeah. I
So
mean, you're not
I take
missing
that back.
much.
I've seen season one, but I
Yeah.
didn't see anything after that.
He's in season
Um,
3 and 4, I think.
yeah.
Um, but
So
he's good. He's a good actor. And the dude that's playing the other one, I think he's playing Johnny Tor. Whoever the ones on the bear, he just won an Emmy. Okay, so he's a good actor. Uh, and then the girl from Mission Impossible, she's just
yeah,
gorgeous.
I like her. She's
Yeah,
cute. She's blonde.
yeah.
She's got a little edge to her. So yeah, I think she could do Sue Storm. I'm okay with that.
And so, according to Jeff Snyder, he's an insider. His scoops are probably 98.9%. He's pretty accurate. He usually runs about the flagpole. Doctor Doom isn't, according to his sources, Doctor Doom is not going to be the main villain. They haven't cast him yet. But he's saying that, according to him, it's going to be Galactus. And supposedly, Javier Bardem, how do you say that? Javier Bardem
Javier Bardem.
is set to voice Galactus.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
But this is the piece that he said he's not 100% sure on this. This is what one of his sources is telling him, that the Silver Surfer might be a female. How do you feel about that?
Oh well. On the one hand, I'm like, no, no. Um, is this? I don't know. I don't I don't think I like the idea, but
I don't either.
as long as they get his powers right, I'll feel better about it because the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, the powers were wrong in that
Yeah.
movie. The way they did the character was wrong. And the way he supposedly snapped out of what he was doing to help them and turn against Galactus, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So the whole story for there was wrong. That was the biggest turd I've ever seen, ruining my favorite superhero of all time. So if if they make Silver Surfer a woman, I'm
Hmm.
going to be disappointed. But If they do the character right, I will be okay with it. But my
Yeah.
first instinct is to go no. Norrin Rad is supposed to be Silver Surfer. Norrin Rad is male. There was
Yeah.
never a female reboot in the comic books of Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is immortal, so
Hmm.
you can't get rid of him. Practically immortal. He's lived over 1,000 years. So when there is a reboot of a male to female character, like say Iron Man to Ironheart in Marvel, I'm okay with that shift.
Because it's a derivative. It's not the same character.
Is it? It's
Yeah.
supposed to be. Yeah, it's not supposed to
Yeah.
be the same character, but if you're taking the person as they are supposed to be and you're flipping them. And I don't think that's right. I think you should stay true to the comic book.
Yeah, I agree with you. But we have wait to be seen if they can do the story right, make it work, and it doesn't feel like shoehorned. It doesn't feel forced.
Yeah.
Don't think they can tell me a good story. And what do you
Yeah.
think about it being possibly a period piece taking place in the 60s?
I'm actually okay. I'm okay with that because that's supposed to be when they get their powers in 1966.
Yeah. And see, I
Um,
think that what's going to happen is they're going to get transported into the future, to the present time. I think that's what's going to happen. They're from
oh,
another
that's
Earth.
interesting.
I think they're going to be from another Earth. Um, and they're going to get put on the 616 Earth, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's my theory. Because if it's going to be a period piece, that's for me, that's the only way it would work. Because people would know who they were. Because there was no team before the Avengers.
Yeah. I gotta show this real quick because I saw the poster for it.
Yeah, the art they did on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really dig it. So I'm
I do
gonna
too.
show it. It's really neat.
Yeah. And if you look at the poster of the magazine he's reading, that's actually from the 1960s.
Yeah.
And that's the old 1960 astronaut photos. And then just the whole design is from the 60s.
Yeah, the outfits, all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of down for this to be like this.
Me too. Yeah, I hope.
But yeah, if this is supposed to be part of the whole multiverse
Mhm.
storyline, then yeah, you can grab them from the 60s and throw them into another timeline where
Yeah.
it's the present day.
And they're
Uh,
essentially Captain America, man out of time, and
yeah,
it'll be a family out of time. Good family
family.
dynamic.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, I'm down for this. I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. They have yet to do it right in the movies. I'm hoping
They did it right in
that
one
this
movie, The Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
They did it
Yes.
right.
That was not the Fantastic Four, but I'll take that. I love The Incredibles, so yeah, I will allow that. Um sustained. So but yeah, I mean, and I liked the first Fantastic Four movie, but that's because I didn't have a choice.
The Roger Corman
I was
one,
like, they didn't have anything else.
or the Jessica Alba one.
The Jessica Alba one.
Oh,
Not the really old one, but the Jessica Alba one. I like the first one.
because what's his face is great as Ben Grimm, and
Michael Chiklis was perfect.
so was
I like
what's his face, Captain America was perfect as.
Yeah, I like Chris Evans as Human Torch. I think that worked.
Yeah, it worked really well.
Yeah, so yeah, it was funny when I heard he was going from Human Torch to Captain America. I was like,
And now you can't picture anyone else as Captain America.
And now I can't picture anybody but Chris Evans being Captain America.
Yeah,
except for Glenn Powell.
Oh, I can see.
I'm starting to really like Glenn Powell, and I could see him be Captain America.
I'm become a huge fan of Glenn Powell. When you see that movie, Anyone But You, he's fantastic in that. I didn't realize that made a lot of money.
I loved him. He was great in Maverick. He's done quite a few movies recently. And my daughter Amanda, she refers to him as that one white guy because he just looks like your token
Mm-hmm.
white guy.
Yeah.
um, and I'm like, yep. And I'm like, I'm gonna remember his name because he's gonna come back. And I'm like, Glenn
Sweet.
Powell.
Yeah.
Devotion with Jonathan Majors did a great
Mm-hmm.
job there too.
Yeah. And he's in Twisters.
Yeah, he's in Twisters. He's getting some stuff to
Yeah.
his name.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see what
He's
he does.
yeah, no, me too.
And that's our movie news for the
That's our
week.
movie news. We've got a couple of no, we have our bonus news.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you guys, we have bonus news. So we have a 6 piece of news. This is going to be interesting, you guys. Check this out. Bonus news. Disney strikes a deal for Sony to take over its DVD and Blu-ray business.
I think this
So
I think this is really, really good idea.
yeah,
Sony's going to be in charge of the restoration. They're going to be in charge of everything on the disc, and they do a fantastic job with their 4K releases, their Blu-ray releases. And I'm excited for this. It's not. I think it was Variety was reporting that it's not going to be for a few more months.
yeah,
I think the first disc they're going to be working on is going to be the first Omen, which just doesn't hit theaters until the April 5th. I think April 5th or April
yeah.
4th.
It's April something. Yeah,
And that'll be their first movie that we'll work on for the disc release. So it's gonna be a bit. And the casualty for this deal is they're shutting down the Disney Movie Club, which I get. You know,
yeah,
I know before everybody found out the news, people are freaking out. Disney was closing the Disney Movie Club, and like, oh no, they're killing physical media. Well, the next day they released why.
they
You
were
know,
like, guess what? We signed a deal.
yeah. Which
It
I
was
think
just so Disney doesn't have to do it anymore, which is great because they're not very good at it.
no.
I'm happy that Sony's taken that over.
No, my question for you is I have the Star Wars 4Ks. They're not the best looking 4Ks. Do you think Sony
I do
could
love Rogue
redo
One
them?
though. I think Rogue One looks great.
Oh yeah, Rogue One and the prequel trilogies look pretty good, but it's the original trilogy I have issues with. Do you think Sony could go in, because everybody knows Disney loves to repackage shit. If Disney says, "Hey, Sony, redo our Star Wars,"
You redo that?
yeah, can you see them doing that?
I think maybe for like a special pack or something,
Maybe like an anniversary or something. I could maybe.
like a 50th anniversary of the first Star Wars or something for 2027. I think like a
Yeah.
something like that where they do that original trilogy
I
and
wonder if
people will buy
Sony.
it. They'll buy the
Oh
shit
yeah,
out of
I
it.
would buy it. I would buy it. I've got so many copies of Star Wars. I'd still fucking buy it.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll go to the vault and redo that
I
stuff?
hope so. I hope so. I think if Sony plays it smart, I think they would. It was like, hey, we have all this control now. Let's go to the vault and release some stuff that Disney hasn't released.
Yeah.
I
Or
think
even
that'd be a
redo
smart
some of it that didn't get good 4K.
redo some, yeah, re-release them. I think that'd be a smart play
Yeah, I think so too. Because the
because
4K
there's a
collection.
lot of movies where we're like, oh crap, it's Disney or it's
Yeah.
Fox, so it's Disney, so we're never gonna see that get remastered in 4K. Now Sony's like, oh hey, maybe we will do it.
Yeah. I hope we get some re-releases, new restoration movies. I'm excited for this. I know people freaked
Yeah. By
out
the
with the
way,
Disney movie club.
happy 100th birthday to Columbia Pictures. They're turning
Oh
100
yeah,
this year,
that's awesome.
which is also Sony.
Yeah.
So um, that was the one good thing that happened in Madam Web was
Yeah.
I found out that it was Columbia's 100th birthday. I'm like, oh, cool. And
I
then
didn't even
after
know
that,
that
it
until
was
I saw that.
garbage. After that, I was garbage. Speaking of which, we do have to say goodbye to an actor that some of us have known, Tony Ganos, from Porky's and The Wanderer. He passed away earlier this week at the age of 64. That's a picture of him right now, right there from Wanderer. But I remember him from Porky's and a couple other things.
Yeah.
Just kind of a thug, kind of Stallone-esque type
Yeah.
personality. But yeah, that was the one. There was another one. One of the people who played in the British version of The Office
Yeah, I
passed
saw
away
that.
this week. I did not
He
get a
was young
chance to put
too.
that up.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
young
young.
too. He was like 50.
Yeah,
He was younger than me.
yeah. Well, rest in peace, guys.
But rest in peace, guys.
So, what are the movie releases this week, David?
All right, yeah, movie releases. So let's get into that. Whoop, yay. That's good song. That's what's on the intro, because I know you can't hear it.
Yeah,
That's
I
the song
can't.
that plays for the intro. All right. So in theaters coming out this Friday, I found two. There's a bunch of limited release stuff, which we can talk about briefly. But there are two like main releases that are coming out this week. One being Drive Away Dolls, otherwise known as Thelma and Louise on Crack. This is Ethan Cohen is directing and writing this. Stars Margaret Qualley, Geraldine Vishwan. I can't pronounce her name, so I apologize, Geraldine. I've seen her before. Joey Slotnick is in it. Beanie Feldstein, C.J. Wilson, Coleman Domingo, Bill Camp, Pedro Pascal's in it. Matt Damon's in it. It's got a really good cameo cast, like a whole bunch of people in it. And basically it says Jamie regrets her breakup with her girlfriend, while Marion needs to relax. In search of a fresh start, they embark on an unexpected road trip to Tallahassee. Things quickly go awry when they cross paths with a group of inept criminals. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be a silly comedy. But like I said, like a Thelma and Louise, Dumb and Dumber road trip thing. Probably not something that I'm going to watch anytime soon. Maybe if it goes free to streaming or something like that, we might check that out and review it. The other movie coming out this week that I actually saw on Monday is Ordinary Angels. This stars Hilary Swank, Alan Rickson, and I really like this movie.
Yeah, I remember you messaged me saying, check this out. So it's on my list to watch.
So yeah, it says inspired by the incredible true story of a hairdresser who single-handedly rallies an entire community to help a widowed father save the life of his critically ill young daughter. Hilary Swank does a really good job here. Alan Rickson, I didn't expect him to act as well as he did, because he's the guy from Reacher.
Yeah.
And he does really well in this movie. The
Can
girls do well.
Batman?
Can I see him as Batman? I don't know. He's too big.
Yeah. And there's been rumors going around that they want him to be Batman in James Gunn's universe.
Interesting. I want him to go back and be Aquaman again, now that they got rid of Jason Momoa. Because he was Aquaman in the Smallville series.
Yeah.
I think he'd be an imposing Aquaman.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh shit. I could also see him as Wonder Man. I know they're doing the Wonder Man series. I don't know who's playing Wonder Man, but another guy that's supposed to be really big and strong. And I think Alan Rickson is just a monster. He is awesome looking. But yeah, I love that movie. I think that was great. Okay, so let's look at the streaming releases coming out this week, you guys. So on Netflix, we have Looking at You Through the Window 3, which there's apparently other ones. This looks like a sappy love story, like a Harlequin novel type thing. Mea Culpa, starring Kelly Rowland, is premiering this week on Netflix. And we have Sacred Soil, the Piney Woods School Story, which is premiering on Hulu this week. And then on Shudder, a Shudder original called History of Evil.
Yeah.
Anything there striking your fancy? I don't think we have any of these on our list.
No, nothing, especially anything with Kelly Rowland in it. I'm not. Nothing
Nah,
stands
I mean, I was looking at History of Evil, but I mean, it's really kind of a crapshoot with
Yeah,
Shudder movies. Usually, it's like a whole bunch of crap, and then you get, oh, there was a good one. Crap. Oh, there was a good one.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Netflix be.
Yeah.
And then physical releases coming out next week, you guys. There are a ton, and there are actually a couple of mainstream things that are coming out. We have Wonka that's coming out next Tuesday, VHS 85. Migration is coming out, Dream Scenarios coming out, Next Goal Wins, which I saw on a mystery movie thing. And then a couple other things that I'm interested in, like The Three Musketeers D'Artagnan Part 1. I'm interested in because Ava Green's in it, Vincent Castle. So I really would like to see that one. And then, of course, VHS 85, we both liked.
Yeah. That was really good.
Wonka, I liked more than you did, which is
I
strange
hated
because
that. Yeah.
I liked it. Dream Scenario, I know you've seen. I haven't had a chance to see it.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah. So I'm kind of interested in, trying some of these. But yeah, these are coming out next Tuesday, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the physical releases.
Yeah.
So that's all the releases that I found. I think that's it, brother.
That's it, man. Well, thank you guys for joining the movie news at 5. We appreciate you. Remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Please do. On both of our channels, definitely check out, in addition to the Faces for Radio, check out Turner Fan 77's channel and give him a like and subscribe over there. And also the 4K Lowdown. I brought my channel back. It's at 4K LOWEDOWN. So that'll just be collection videos, town hall meetings, that kind of stuff. So we can keep the Faces Radio as is, unboxings too. And then at Turner Fan 77 is the other channel. So definitely give us a sub over there as well. But I think we're going to get out of here, brother. What do you think?
Man. I think it's time to go.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for Movie News at 5. We'll see you next time.
God bless, guys.